If your entire emergency food plan is just buckets of rice and beans, here's the cold, uncomfortable truth. You're not prepared, you're gambling. And when you gamble with survival, the house always wins. Before we go any further, you need to understand something most budget preppers never realize until the disaster is already at their door. People rarely fail from hunger. They fail from mistakes, slow, silent, invisible mistakes that stay hidden until the moment they're sitting at the table, staring at a problem they can no longer fix. Today, we expose those mistakes, and you'll learn exactly how to avoid every single one of them. Because survival has never been about luck. Survival is structure. Survival is discipline. Survival is rules. Break the rules, and your preps become liabilities instead of lifelines. Let's begin. Mistake number 1. Trusting store packaging that was never designed to save you. Picture this. You stacked 50-pound bags of rice and beans neatly in your closet. You stood back, proud, thinking, now I'm safe. But here's the punchline nobody likes to talk about. Those bags are invitations. Invitations to air, moisture, oxygen, and the microscopic insects already hiding inside them. Every bag of rice and beans sold in stores contains tiny, invisible eggs. You'll never see them. You'll never smell them. You won't even think about them. Until the temperature rises, oxygen flows, and they begin to hatch. And by the time you discover what's inside, it's not food anymore. It's a crawling ecosystem. Here's what most people don't want to hear. Store packaging isn't designed to survive months, let alone decades. So here's the rule that separates the genuinely prepared from the dangerously delusional. If your grains aren't sealed inside oxygen-free Mylar bags and stored in food-grade buckets, you don't have food storage. You have bait. The proper method is simple and non-negotiable. Inspect grains for debris. Pour them into thick 5 to 7 ml Mylar bags. Add a 2,000 cubic centimeters oxygen absorber per 5-gallon bag. Heat seal it fast. Place inside a food-grade bucket. Lock it with a gamma seal lid. No oxygen. No insects. No surprises. Some people freeze grains before storage. That works. But oxygen removal already solves the problem at the root. Fix this rule first. Everything else depends on it. Mistake number 2. Believing white rice plus one type of bean equals long-term food security. Here's a harsh reality. Monotony breaks people faster than starvation ever will. Rely on only white rice and one single bean type, and you'll run into 3 major problems, fast. Problem number 1. Food fatigue. Eat the same bland meal day after day, and your morale collapses. After 3 days, you'll tolerate it. After 7 days, you'll resent it. After 14 days, you'll refuse it, even if you're hungry. Kids break first. Adults follow. This isn't preference, it's human psychology under stress. Problem number 2. Nutritional weakness. Rice and beans together make a complete protein, but not complete nutrition. What's missing? Essential vitamins, essential minerals, healthy fats, key micronutrients. Survive too long on only rice and beans, and expect fatigue, poor healing, brain fog, weak immunity, a constant drop in energy. Not what you want in a crisis where every mistake matters. Problem number 3. Cooking bottlenecks. Different beans serve different purposes. Pinto, slow cook. Black beans, soups. Lentils, fast, fuel efficient. Split peas, comfort food with minimal effort. Store only one type and you lock yourself into one cooking method. Dangerous when fuel is limited. The fix: practical variety. Use variety strategically. Rice, white long-term. Instant rice for low-fuel days. Beans and legumes. Pinto, black, navy, kidney, red and green lentils. Split peas. Lentils alone solve half your survival problems. Fast, cheap, complete. Every culture that mastered rice plus beans learned one thing. Variety is survival. Mistake number 3. Forgetting the one thing that makes food usable: flavor. You can store 500 pounds of rice and beans, but if every meal tastes like damp cardboard, morale collapses. Here's the truth. If flavor disappears, morale disappears. And if morale disappears, survival becomes misery. Flavor isn't luxury. It's fuel. Essential spices to store in bulk. Mandatory. Salt, a lot of it. Garlic powder. Onion powder. Chili powder. Pepper. Cumin. Curry powder. Paprika. Italian seasoning. Depth enhancers. Bouillon cubes. Soy sauce. Vinegar. Dried herbs. Hot sauce. Flavor boosters. Tomato powder. Dried onions. Dried peppers. Mushrooms. Nutritional yeast. But none of these matter without the most overlooked survival nutrient. Fat equals warmth, energy, brain function, hormone regulation. Rice and beans contain almost none. Shelf-stable fats to store. Ghee. Refined coconut oil. Lard shortening. Peanut butter, retate. Flavor keeps you sane. Fat keeps you alive. You need both. Mistake number 4. Storing dried beans without knowing how to cook them. Most preppers store dried beans. Almost none practice cooking them. Dried beans aren't intuitive. Cook them wrong and they can make you very sick, especially kidney beans with lectins. Here's the rule. If you don't practice now, you will fail later. Correct preparation. Sort for rocks. Rinse. Soak, overnight or quick soak. Salt improves texture. Rinse again. Hard boil for 10 minutes. Simmer until tender. A pressure cooker can save hours, and fuel, and should be part of every prepper's toolkit. Hard water. Add filtered water or a pinch of baking soda. And never add acidic ingredients until beans are soft. Cooking beans is a survival skill. Treat it like one. Mistake number 5. Building a pantry that keeps you alive. But not healthy. Rice and beans are a foundation. But a foundation without structure collapses. To avoid deficiencies, add non-negotiables, multivitamins, vitamin C, fat sources, ghee, fish, coconut oil, peanut butter, carb variety, pasta, oats, flour, cornmeal, instant potatoes, protein variety, canned meats, lentils, canned beans, split peas, vegetables, canned, dehydrated, especially tomatoes, morale foods, chocolate, coffee, candy, small items, huge impact. The 4 layers of real food storage. Bulk staples, rice, beans, oats, flour, canned goods, nutrition plus variety, flavor and morale, spices, fats, comfort foods, tools and skills, pots, fuel, water, knowledge. Remove one layer and the system cracks. The reality most people avoid. Food storage isn't about hoarding ingredients. It's about maintaining normal life when the world around you stops being normal. People who survive real shortages don't survive because they had the most rice. They survive because they had variety, flavor, fats, cooking skill, morale. Rice and beans are a beginning, but they are not a plan. The final warning. Many preppers don't discover the truth until it's too late. They stored mountains of rice, buckets of beans, perfectly sealed. Then disaster hit, and they quickly realized they had food, but they couldn't eat it. The monotony crushed them. The lack of nutrition drained them. The absence of flavor demoralized them. Their children refused it. Their bodies rejected it. Morale collapsed. You don't have to suffer that fate. Build a system, not a stash. Layer your food. Diversify your meals. Practice your skills. And never forget, survival isn't about what you store. It's about what you can consistently eat, day after day, without breaking. Fix these mistakes now. Because when the moment comes, there won't be a second chance. Stay sharp. Stay ready. And build a food supply that won't betray you when everything else does.